Hello everybody. Welcome to the stream. Give me just a minute as I get things set up here. And I will switch over to the Minecraft view. Okie dokie. Let's do a little bit of this. And a little bit of that. 1 minute. Let me know, everybody in the chat, how y'all are doing. And, of course, as always, if you can hear me and such. Alright. And then let's get our view switched over to Minecraft. Bingo. Hello. And then I will turn on some music that we can listen to. Some Minecraft music. Alright. Nice. Well, welcome everybody to a new Minecats live stream. Happy to see y'all joining me today. Let's see who we've got in the chat right now. We have Kane Martin and Chloe. Welcome you two. Welcome to another stream. I'm not sure. It says we have somebody else. They're not in the chat. So other unnamed person out there, if you would like to come and say hello in the chat, please do so. I always like to welcome y'all personally to the stream. But yeah, guys, we are back here in Minecats today for another draining of the ocean monument. If y'all caught the last one that we did, we cleared out this whole area in here. The whole interior, and then we also started to build a sands perimeter on the outside. So I will be filling it in on the outside today. Hopefully getting these guardians to stop spawning because they're being a little annoying. Let's see.
I'm sorry.
I'm not talking to you, Siri. Gosh. My nephew is watching with me today. Well, welcome. Welcome to your nephew. Glad to see you joining us, and welcome Alexia. Alright, so what I need to do to start, let me know if the music's a little too loud. I'm going to turn it down just a bit, because it's a bit loud for me. Yeah. Alright, so we got some sand. I'm just going to go ahead and get started. While I do so, y'all let me know in the chat how y'all are doing today. It's Friday, end of the week, although it doesn't seem all that special right now, considering it's felt like Friday every day since March. But yeah, let me know. Gotta watch to make sure that these guys won't shoot me. This is basically all we're doing today, guys, is placing sand. So, as always, my streams aren't really, or at least my Minecraft streams aren't really, designs for y'all to sit and watch me play sand the whole time, because obviously that can get pretty boring pretty quickly. I usually like having my streams kind of formatted like a podcast. You know, I just chat with you guys in the chat, just hang out, and yeah, just let this be a time for both me and you guys to escape from whatever stresses you might be dealing with today. I'm gonna have to keep backing out into the water to keep these guys from shooting me. You know what, actually? I wonder if I get my Frostwalker boots, I could probably make like an ice layer above all these guys, and it'll make it harder for them to shoot me. I might do that. Let's see. School starts next week for me. So, darn Texas. Yeah, school starts for me next week, too. We start on Thursday. So, yeah. Interesting stuff. I'm excited, honestly, because we never really got to finish last year. And I'm just ready to get back on a schedule. You know, it's fun being able to play Minecraft all day. Every day, and being able to watch Netflix all day, but like after a certain point, I want to get back to school, see people I know, and everything. So I'm sure some of y'all probably feel the same. You start Monday? Oof. Yeah, usually with our school we have Thursday and Friday because we have a block schedule at our school. Which means that every day of the week it changes, or not every day of the week, every other day it changes what classes we have to attend. So we have like A days and B days. And so we usually start on Thursday and Friday. And doing that allows us to find our classes, meet our teachers, and then figure out what supplies we need to bring to school the next week. So it's like a little mini week, almost like a, I don't know if I want to say orientation week, but that's pretty much what it is. It's like, welcome back to school. Here are your classes. Here's kind of what we're going to be dealing with this year and everything like that. So it's pretty handy. You know, I put on these boots to try to stop the guardians from shooting me, but it's actually making it harder to place the sand. So I don't know if it was worth it. Maybe if I just sit like this, it'll be fine. Nope. No, sir. Go away. Yeah, we also start on Thursday, but it's weird. It'll only be half the alphabet. So is your school doing, like, doing it to where, like, certain days of the week, certain students show up? So that way it's not the full school attending? Because I've heard some schools around me are doing that. And I find that curious. Is this? Yeah, this is filling. I'm pretty sure off episode, because if y'all remember, if y'all were at the end of the last live stream, I believe Alexia, you were. Y'all could probably remember that I was trying to start placing the sands, but the kelp and the seaweed was getting in the way, and it was making it really difficult to place the sands because every time it would fall on the seaweed, it would break. And it was driving me insane. So off episode, I went down and tried to clear out the rest of the vegetation underwater, which I believe I got all of it, but who knows. You wish you had that? Yeah, it's pretty nice on one hand because it's not like a full week, but also it's just awkward going back on like a Thursday and the week being so short. My school is doing it where we choose whether to stay at home or not. Yeah, my school's doing the same. Although I don't want to stay home. I need to socialize. I can only be introverted for so long, and then I'm like, I want to go back. So, yeah. But the first 3 weeks are online only. Interesting. Yeah, a lot of schools around me are going to where they're starting off online and then they're going back because, as y'all probably know, Texas is really struggling with COVID right now. And so a lot of schools don't feel like it's safe to go back this early, but not our school. We're all like, yeah, who cares? We're going back. So, but we do have a lot of students going online, which will be interesting. I don't know how that's gonna go. Yeah, so normal week, it'll be A through J on Monday through Tuesday. Wednesday is E-Day, and then Thursday through Friday is just for K and Z. Interesting. Who's shooting me? No, sir. Don't do that. I have a feeling that they're going to make us go online after a few weeks. They could. I don't know. Depending on the state you're in. I believe it's Texas, Florida, one other state are like the top states with COVID right now, as far as cases go. Or maybe it's deaths. I don't know. Apparently there's already like 8 people at our school that have tested positive for corona. Which is like, I don't know why we're going back if 8 people. Because apparently the plan is if one person gets corona in the building, we're going home again. So with people already at our school testing positive, I don't believe we'll be back for very long before we have to leave again, which stinks. I mostly feel bad for the teachers who could be more at risk. Yeah, like the older teachers. Alright, is there seaweed down here? Some of this is popping back. Yeah, we got kelp. Yeah, we have one teacher at our school. He's a biology teacher, and I've already had him. But, he retired because, you know, he's older. He's probably like 70s or 80s. I'm not actually sure how old he is. But he retired because his wife is old as well. And she's not the healthiest right now. And so he really doesn't want to risk her by getting COVID at school and then bringing it home to her. So he's retired, and it's so sad because we all love him. I'm not gonna say his name obviously on stream because gotta respect not sharing his personal information. But he's kind of a school favorite. He's retired 3 times already, I believe, or this would be his 3rd time to retire. In his career, because he keeps retiring and then he gets bored at home and he's like, wait a second, is this? No, okay, we're good. He gets bored at home and he's like, no, I want to go back. I like teaching, which is nice. But yeah, sad. I don't believe very many other teachers have chosen to do that. Maybe they have, and they're just teachers that I don't know of, but at this point, I have come to terms that my senior year isn't going to be the best. Yeah, same. I'm willing to make the most of it, you know? I've kind of, like, talked to my parents, and I've been like, you know, if I have to spend my senior year at home a lot, it's kind of stinks, because I won't be able to spend it at school, do all the stuff like homecoming and prom, and, I mean, I don't like going to the dances, but the football games and stuff are fun. So even if I'm not able to do that, you know, at least I'll be able to, like, hang out at home more with my parents before I go off to college. Spend some more time with the fam. So, you know, I'm hoping to make the most of it. It'll be kind of interesting. And if I don't go to school that often, then I'll have more time at home to make some videos and such. So, that'll be fun. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm not messing with y'all. I'm already messing with the Guardians, and they're not the best. Trying to figure out how to do this best. I'm thinking we go like a quadrant at a time, like a quarter of it. So we'll fill in this area, then this area, and then the 2 over there. I feel like that'll be best. Because it'll lower the spawn rates, I believe. Maybe not. Okay, Martin, you're a junior this year? Well, that's good. You won't have to have your senior year ruined. That is, if it finishes this year. I don't know. I just kind of wanted to try to be a little bit more outgoing this year, so hopefully there will be some things to go and do. Yeah, I'm hoping that our school, like, will come up with some fun stuff to do if things get canceled. Like, if the football... Like, apparently the football season right now is, like, first come, first serve. So they're limiting the tickets. I believe they're, like, cutting it down by half. Like, they're only selling half the amount of tickets that they usually do. To make the stands less crowded, which I don't think it's going to do that much because people like being close to each other at football games. But, yeah, they're planning on doing that, and... like, if they don't have football season or homecoming or stuff like that, I'm hoping that they come up with some other stuff to do. And if not, I'm considering, since I'm on yearbook staff, I thought it would be a fun idea if we did some fun, like, online stuff, like, I don't know, weekly, like, dress-up weeks, you know? Not like dress-up weeks, but, like, the thing where, like, each week there's, like, a theme and everyone has to can, like, send in pictures of something they're doing, which we're gonna have to do anyway to get pictures for the yearbook this year. We're crowdsourcing photos, which means we're asking people to send in photos because obviously we want to cover the students that aren't at school, that are at home doing things, And if school gets canceled, we want to know what people are doing. So by crowdsourcing photos, we can get everywhere they're at. So that way we can still cover them. Because obviously if they're not at school, we won't be able to get pictures of them by ourselves. So it'll be kind of fun, I think. Miss Lily, welcome to the live stream. I don't believe I've seen you in the live streams before, so welcome. This is my Minecats world. I don't know if you are already familiar with it or not, but we are currently working on draining the ocean monument on the outside. We've already done the interior of it, but now we're working on making sure that the outside is drained so that way our guardians won't spawn anymore. Because we're going to be converting this into a guardian farm in the future, which will be pretty fun. Well, they're saying Corona is supposed to get worse over the fall and winter. Yeah, I've heard the same. But who knows? It'll be an adventure. Having to wear masks at school. It's going to be kind of rough. I'm not saying that as in like I'm not complaining too much. I'm not a Karen. Or what's a male equivalent of a Karen? Is this Chad the male equivalent, or is Chad another thing? Honestly, can't remember. But yeah, like I don't mind wearing a mask. It's kind of annoying, especially for me because I have glasses. Like every time I breathe in my mask, my glasses fog up every single time, and I'm like, ugh, it's so annoying. It's just awkward. I'm sure I'll get accustomed to it eventually. I've really only worn it when I go out to like the store and stuff, but yeah, it'll be interesting. Let me know in the chat, by the way, y'all, if the stream's looking good. Because on my end, it keeps freezing, but also YouTube Studio is not a very... it doesn't really show the health of the stream as well as what y'all see. It glitches a lot more on my end. So just let me know if that's the case. Yeah, it'll be an interesting year. Do y'all have any like goals of what you're wanting to do this year? I don't know. Especially like Chloe, you and I, this is our senior year. We've got to make the most of it. I gotta like start, I have started looking to figure out how I'm gonna start applying for colleges. It's kind of stressful. Like, the idea of going to college isn't stressful for me, but the idea of trying to get into a college is stressful. Out of, sand. Because, like, you have to apply, and... The good thing is they're not having it to where you have to, or a lot of colleges, I believe, aren't requiring that you take the SAT and ACT. I mean, I'm still going to because it'll obviously make my application look better. But it doesn't look like they're going to be super duper strict on like as far as like the requirements of applying goes. This is my favorite, or my first time attending a live stream. Well, welcome. I'm glad you were able to come join us. My live streams are pretty fun usually. Minecraft streams are usually pretty chill. I like having a lot of fun. Slime Rancher streams, which we also do, they're pretty chill as well, except we haven't done one in a while. I need to do one. I want to keep doing it, but the thing is my brother plays on the Xbox like all the time, and that's where I play Slime Rancher. So getting the Xbox away from him so I can play it is like a battle I don't really want to engage in. I really don't want to have to fight over it with him, so that's really why I haven't been doing Slime Rancher streams. And then Niche, I really haven't been feeling Niche, but I'm feeling like it within like a month or two. I'm probably gonna get to the point where I want to play it. Usually how it goes is like I like starting a new niche world like the same time every year. It's usually like November-ish. or December-ish when like things start getting really busy for me. And I really don't have time to play Minecraft. Which now that we're doing like previously I haven't been able to do Minecraft live streams. So I don't know if that that will make it to where I want to do niche less, but I think, yeah, November and December I'm thinking about starting up a new niche series. I just need a new challenge to do for it, because I can't be doing the same old thing. Oh, look at this. This is kind of really satisfying. All the sand falling slowly. Oh, this is cool. Bye, sand. Hey! Rude! I'm trying to watch the sand fall. They're just trying to shoot me with lasers. Oh, so nice. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, these boots are really not working like I wanted them to. Guardians are just so annoying. They just shoot you from afar. And you really can't use a bow on them. You know what I need? I need a trident. If I could get a trident, I could just whack these guys. Because I believe tridents, like, go through the water, like at the same speed as, like, a normal projectile. So, like, you know how, like, arrows, when you shoot an arrow underwater, like, it just kind of falls because physics works differently underwater. I believe the tridents work the same as they do outside of water. I might be wrong on that. Y'all have to let me know, but that'd be easier to shoot these guys. Is there seaweed down there? No, it's just being slow. The stream is pausing every 10 seconds, and it's really annoying. Okay, let me take a look. This happens a lot. I'm sorry. This is kind of like our staple for a Camden, aka Ice stream. It pauses a lot. Oh wow, the stream is a lot further behind than I am. I don't know. On my end, it's not pausing. Oh, never mind. It just did. Let's see. If I go... I forget how to do this. OBS is so complicated. I'm not a computer person. Even though I play games all the time and I do a bunch of stuff, like troubleshooting stuff is not easy for me. I don't know what all the technical things are, like change bit rate. I don't know what bit rate does. Still... Oops. Let me go like this. Go down to 5. Let's see how that works. Keep me posted. I'll keep checking. Hey, dude. No thank you. I really don't feel like getting lasered right now. Goodbye. Man, the chat's really far behind where I'm at right now. I'm sure, or I'm not sure if it's just me, but the stream is freezing a bunch still. Gosh darn. Gosh darn. This always happens. Okay. 1 second. I was gonna just sit over here so the guardians don't laser me, but now I can't get out of the water. I'll sit right here next to the portal. Okay. Let's see. That didn't work. don't know how to fix it. And the hard thing is the stream is so far behind on y'all's ends. It's like 5 minutes behind, so I can't tell if what I'm doing is fixing it because it's like old. Okay, I'm watching it right now on my end. Like not on YouTube Studios, so hopefully it'll work. Let's see. I need to catch up on the chat now. Y'all been talking. Oof, I still gotta figure out which college I'm going to. I'm being really pressured to figure it all out, and it's been really overwhelming and all that. I mean, it's pretty big. Like, a pretty important thing to do. Wait, is this literally all I've done so far that's reached the top? Ugh, need more sand. Maybe if I go underwater... Well, the thing is, if I go underwater, then they all shoot me. I don't know. But yeah, with what you said about college, Chloe, I mean, it's a pretty big thing. Like, not that you have to go to college straight out of high school. I mean, it helps because, you know, all the stuff you learn in high school is fresh on the mind. But, yeah, it's kind of stressful. Just having to, like, think about moving out and going to college and all that. What I'm struggling with is finding out, well, but both what school to go to, but also like what major to go for. Because as I've expressed before on my live streams, like I want to be an author, probably an editor as well. You know, an editor before writer, probably. But getting a straight up English degree, like, I don't know. My parents have been saying that, like, I should probably minor in English and then do something else for my major because they think that being an English major is limiting. So I don't know. They think that I should do a graphic design major because I kind of do that kind of stuff with yearbook anyways. Oh, that's kind of cool to see with the sands going up on the top of that. That's neat. But yeah, I don't know. I just really like English. Like, English class is my favorite class in high school. 'Cause I just like reading books and like breaking them apart. Like all those people that like complain when you're in English class. I don't know. This might be some of y'all, so don't feel offended if I call on you out. But the people that are always like, man, teachers are like, what's the word? Like, or making up all this stuff with books, like all the metaphors and stuff. Like, obviously the author's not thinking about all this stuff when they write, but like dissecting books and figuring out the like rhetoric strategies and like the messages behind books. Like, I love doing that. That's so fun for me. Because then when I figure it out, I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense, and it like helps me see the book better and have a greater appreciation for both, you know, writing, the author, just you know, sometimes whatever message they're trying to get across, which is really cool. Still reading. Thank goodness, because I'm not the best at standardized testing. Yeah. It isn't pausing anymore? Sweet. Awesome, awesome. Looks, yeah, I've been working on thumbnails and listening, by the way, which is why I haven't been commenting. Oh, no, that's good. I'm not, you know, I don't care if people watch the stream or not. Like I said at the beginning, like I really just kind of do my streams as almost like a podcast. Like an improv podcast where it's just live. Because usually live streaming is what I like to do, because it makes doing like tedious and monotonous tasks in Minecraft more fun. Like this, where I'm literally just placing sand for a couple hours. Like, it'd be so boring if I'm just sitting. But having y'all to talk to in the chat's nice. And even if you only comment every once in a while, I'm just like, who cares? Like, as long as y'all prompt conversation, then it's good. Nice. But yeah. Speaking of college, what both Chloe and I don't know necessarily how close you are to going to college, but like, what are y'all's plans as far as college and careers go? I know, Alexia, you've said in your live streams and videos that you are considering going the English route, like me. But yeah, I can't remember if Chloe, you said what you're doing before. Tom Biss, welcome to the live stream. I'm currently in my Minecats world, and we're filling up the ocean monument with sand. It's a riveting content right here. As I was just saying a moment ago, this live stream is kind of like a almost like a podcast. So yeah, it's not the most interesting to watch, but it's fun to listen to. So if you want to chat with us while I do this, feel free to. Oh, there goes the sand. This is not fun. It'll all be worth it once I finally get this whole thing done. I'll be looking at it. I'll have this whole thing hollowed out, this whole circle. I'll have Catlantis built. It'll be beautiful, and I'm gonna be proud of all the work I did. Which, this is why I like Minecraft. I like doing these boring things that, even though they're not fun in the moment, like, once the project's done and I can look back on it and be like, man, that looks good. That was so worth it. That's what I like. Because also these, like, boring, monotonous tasks are also, like, just really relaxing. Like, sometimes I log in, I think I've explained this before, but sometimes I log into Minecraft and I plan to, like, record a video or something, but then I just end up mining for, like, 2 hours, and I forget to record just because I'm like, oh, I need iron or something for this, this build I'm doing. I need to work on that. But then I get the iron, but then I'm just having so much fun mining that I keep doing it. Let's see. Applying for university this year is making me so nervous. So, like, what's the process? I believe you said you were in the UK, Alexia, if I can remember correctly. So, like, what's the process there when it comes to applying to university? Like, what all do y'all have to do? Do you have to take tests like the SAT and the ACT? Do you have to write essays for whatever you're going into? I'm not sure. I'm not familiar with how it works over there. Kim Iron. I don't want to think about college. Yeah. I like the idea of going to college just because, yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm not really scared about, like, workload and stuff like that, because especially if I'm studying something that I enjoy, like English, then I'm not going to be worried. Like, it's not like I'm going to college to be a doctor and I have to learn all this science-y stuff. Like, that doesn't interest me. So I'm excited for the prospect of, like, learning in college. It's just getting to college is the part that's stressful to me. But I'm sure that with help from my counselors and parents, it'll be not as stressful as I think. So you should do a carnivore challenge in niche where you can only get meat, no berries or any other herbivore foods. Ooh. Sounds hard. I like the idea. So I guess when you say I can only eat meat, that would be like rabbits, bearing a meat. Like mosquitoes, would you consider like the bugs meat? Because in real life, bugs are meat. Like anteaters are carnivores, I believe. So that would be kind of fun to do. But I'm kind of wanting to do a challenge that's like more than one thing. Like just not eating meat is like, that's a fun challenge, but I kind of want something to go with it. Like with like a challenge with a set of rules, I feel like would be fun. Because I feel like I could adapt to not eating meat pretty quickly. I kind of want to try to achieve something as well. Which previously, every time I've done a niche series, it's just been try to unlock all the mutations. But I've done that twice now. I failed both times, but I've still attempted it twice. So, yeah, I feel like I kind of need a new one. I could try to go find the home island. Which I guess I did in my first playthrough, but I never achieved it, so I could try doing that again while doing some other challenge. I don't know, it'll be fun to think about. You should probably... you probably should, though, because trust me, it's better think ahead and not wait. Oh, you're talking to Kane. Got it. I've now finished 6 thumbnails, so this has been productive. LOL. What are you doing thumbnails for, Alexia? Is it a new series? Is it something new with you and artist? I'm curious. Is it the podcast? I'm out of sand again. I don't think I brought enough sand. I have a lot, but if I'm going to fill up this whole thing, it's going to be rough. Which might be, I might have it to where I clear out the square. Like clear out a quadrant, and then just take all that sand back out, and then do another quadrant. Like, I leave, like, a barrier right here so that the water doesn't flow in and flood it all again. But it'll help me save sand, which might be a good way to do it. But yeah, I agree with Chloe, Kane. It's... unless you're planning on taking a year off in between high school and college, I would probably start thinking about it. Because, trust me, I haven't really been thinking about it until just a couple days ago. I'm trying to look at colleges. The thing is, I don't want to go somewhere super far from home. But I also want to go somewhere good, you know? Like, somewhere in Texas, preferably. And that's not, like, super far. Which, going somewhere in Texas could be both really far and really close. Because Texas is such a big state. But... yeah. So I'm not one of those people that's like, I want to get as far away from my family as possible. It's like, no, I want to be near my family. Like, I'm going to miss them so much. I want to come home and see Hershey. And I want to, you know, not be so far away that if, in the case of an emergency, it's not going to be almost, like, impossible. Like, if I go to New York and there's an emergency, like, I don't want to have to get a flight or drive for however many hours to get back. Do you get all of this in survival? Yes. Now, at the beginning of Minecats, I have admitted that when I first started the series, I didn't do everything in survival. Not like I say that not like I spawned in diamonds and stuff. Like, I still worked to upgrade stuff. Like, I wouldn't spawn anything in through creative if I didn't have access to it already. So, like, I wouldn't get, say, I don't know, dark oak wood if I hadn't found a dark oak wood forest. But I did, like, spawn in stone and, like, wool, like, random things for, like, whatever I was building, just because I didn't want to have to grind to get all the the resources for whatever build I'm doing. But now I really like grinding. Like, it's my favorite thing to do in Minecraft, just to sit and do monotonous tasks like this. So yeah, now I get everything. Basically, everything up to when I went to the end was spawned in, like, block-wise. I never spawned in armor, though, or things of that nature. I'm way too young to worry about college. Lucky cherish those years? Yes. Do. But also, don't be afraid of growing up, you know? It's sad to grow up, but there's also some plus sides to growing up. You can do a lot more, so gotta think positively, you know? So I want to go into illustration and concept art. Most normal state schools only have graphic design and normal BFA, so I'm having trouble finding an affordable school with more art degrees. I'm trying to think. Have you looked up any, like, art schools? Like, I don't know if Cal Arts has a thing for that. That's just an art school that I know a lot about because of Disney. I'm trying to think. I really don't know about concept art and stuff like that. That sounds like it would be, I feel like concept art would be a fun career to be in. Like, especially if you worked for, like, a studio, like a movie studio like Disney. Not that concept art is only used for movies, but stuff like that, that'd be fun. Oh dear, sand's falling. This is always so nice to watch. All the sand falling. This could be like a fun mini game concept, like almost like Spleef, but like the ice is breaking. At night, you would set it up with your Frostwalker, then let it melt in the morning. That'd be fun. Please don't shoot me. Sorry, I got quiet for a second. I was focusing on the sand, waiting for messages in the chat. Since y'all are behind every time I talk about something, it's delayed. I'm still doing good on sand right now. So maybe I have enough. Maybe I do. Kane, what are you wanting to do for college? What are your plans? I'm curious. I just like to hear what everybody else is interested in. Oh gosh, no, I wasted rockets. I'm gonna put those up so I don't waste them. I like to hear what other people are passionate about. Because it's cool. I like listening to people that are passionate about something that, like, I might not necessarily be passionate about. But, like, just listening to people talk about things that they're passionate about is so fun for me. Because they're so happy, you know? Like, career path? Yeah. Like, what kind of... Not necessarily, like, a job that you want, but, like... You know, what kind of industry are you thinking about going into? Like, what kind of... What stuff do you want to do later on? Depending on how this year goes, I may just go to a local community college for a year to get some standard classes out of the way. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. There's nothing wrong with that. I don't know, though. Something about community colleges just doesn't appeal to me. I don't know what it is. I really don't know much about community colleges anyway, so I should probably... I gotta do some research. I'm probably gonna do that later. The reason why I haven't been, like, the next Minecats episode and hasn't come out, and the reason why I haven't done a live stream in a couple weeks is because I've just been so busy getting ready for school to start again. Having to start looking up some college stuff, doing some yearbook stuff. Like, I got a lot on my plate. So I'm trying to get it all taken care of, so that way once school starts, I can relax a bit more. Which this year, I got my schedule last week for school, and I'm super excited. I have like the easiest schedule ever. I have 2 release periods for first and second period, which means I won't be going to school until like 11, almost for pretty much lunchtime, because yeah, I just don't have anything to do it until that point. Then I have 2 periods of yearbook where I literally just, like, if I got work to do, then I can just relax and work on it. And yearbook's kind of like not a super stressful class, like for me, like unless I'm just getting close to a deadline and I've got to rush on finishing some pages. Like it's not super stressful. I can just kind of relax, work on pages, get some quotes and stuff. It's not too bad. So I got 2 periods of that. Then I have 2 periods of being a counselor's assistant, where basically I work in the counselor's office. And Campbell is here, everybody.
Bye.
Would you like to say hi, or do you want me to mute for a second? Ooh, thank you. I got a milkshake, everybody. Adios.
Bye.
Oh gosh, now y'all are gonna hear me drinking this milkshake for the rest of the stream. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, so then I have 2 counselor's aides classes where basically I help out in the counselor's office. I run passes and notes to classes for them. Especially like at the beginning of the year, I'll be passing out schedules because usually kids have to change their schedules a lot at the start of the year. So I get to do stuff like that, which if they don't have anything for me to do, it'll be super chill. I can use that time to either work on more yearbook stuff or college stuff. And so really the only classes that I have that are legit classes are English 4, AP English 4, AP Statistics, and AP Government and Economics. That's it. 3 classes. And I am pumped. It's gonna be the easiest year. Geez, lots of stuff. 1 second. Let me get over here and take a sip of this milkshake while I read the chat. If I can stop falling in the water. Lucky I don't get my schedule till the day before school starts. Ooh, that's late. In the carnivore challenge, you can only have nichelings that have at least 3 strength. Otherwise, you banish them. Oh. That's intense. And have I ever heard about a game called Niche? Yes. We play Niche a lot on this channel. I actually have a lot of Niche live streams that I usually do. And we were talking earlier that right now I'm taking a break from playing it just because it's a game that I really, really enjoy. But it's not one that I can play all the time, you know? I usually like starting a world on it, and then I'll take a break and continue it later. Oh, this is filled. That's why I was going down. But yeah, I have a playlist if you want to go check it out. Got some videos and live streams there, so. At first I wanted to go into law enforcement, but I realized that they're corrupt, so now I'm hoping to find a nice job with history, maybe teaching or something. Well, I mean, with everything that's going on right now as far as law enforcement goes, maybe it is important that you continue going into, like, continue pursuing that as a career option, because you can help make the change, you know? Because law enforcement's not bad, it's just right now it's in a state where it's corrupt. So if you go into it and you know it's corrupt and everything like that, like, not that all law enforcement is like that, but I mean, as we've witnessed the last few months, a good majority of it is. But like, if you're still interested in that kind of thing, maybe you should pursue it. Help fix what's wrong in it, you know? Help stop the corruption. Which I know sounds easier than it actually is, but you know, you can be the change. Yeah, I feel, sorry, every time I have to read the chat, I have to step back. Yeah, I feel as a kid they make it seem like it's a lesser choice, but after researching, it's a more affordable way to figure out what you're doing in life. I believe you're talking about community college, so yeah. Sorry, this milkshake's really good. It's really delicious. Love milkshakes. But, you know, going into pursuing like a career in history is really valuable too. People always say that history is like not interesting and all that. Gosh darn, there's kelp down here. It's like, people always complain about history being boring and everything, but like, it's important. It's important to analyze the past and realize what went wrong and why things are the way they are, you know? You can be part of something better now. Doesn't that sound so inspirational? Yes. I should be an inspirational speaker. Be the change. You be something better than what's currently in place and all that. Oop, there we go. Oh my gosh, this is taking forever. Is this literally all that I've done? Well, no, because like it slopes up. So right now I'm just working on the deepest part. But I guess eventually it'll be faster, so let's fill this in. Yeah, I was really excited. Or not excited. I mean, so for the yearbook last year, which we just got delivered to the school yesterday, which is really exciting. So we're going to be distributing them to the students next week, which I'm excited about. So I like it when everyone gets to see the work we've been doing all year. But just before we submitted the book last year, it was about the time where the Black Lives Matter strikes, or not strikes, but protests and stuff had started. There were a group of girls from my grade that organized their own protest here in, well, I'm not gonna say here where I live, and they you know, got a hold of our police department and talked to them to make sure that it would be a safe protest, that they wouldn't try to take over and everything like that, but that they would just be there to help keep everybody safe, as they should. They went through a lot of stuff with the city to make sure that you know, everything would be good. And they organized this huge protest, and it went really well. And so since we hadn't submitted the book yet, I pitched the idea to our yearbook advisor to write a story about it, because we had one page in our book that we didn't know what to do with because due to the coronavirus, the thing that was supposed to be on that page originally didn't happen. So we had to find something to fill in for its spot. So I suggested that we do a story on the protest, and I got to write it. So I'm really excited to figure out to hear what they think about that story. I hope they liked it. But you know, even though I wish I didn't have to write that story because you know I wish people were treated fairly in this country, you know, it was a cool opportunity for me. I was drinking my milkshake, so I was trying to get him while I was doing that. I never understood that since history has always been my favorite subject besides art, all the different stories are part of something bigger leading to the future. It's just so interesting. Yeah, to me, history is just one big book. And since I'm so much of an English person, like, I think I like history so much because I can, in my brain, I can put it together like a narrative story, you know? I can connect the dots and everything. And it is fascinating to learn, you know, things that have happened in the past, things that have happened to make the world a better place. And people always complain nowadays, like, the world is such a negative place, like, so many bad things are happening. But, like, if you really take a look at history, there's not a lot that's, like, there has been a lot that's changed. Like, I think the reason people just say that is because with the internet, people are exposed to so much stuff now a lot easier. And so people can see that, you know, there's a bunch of injustice in our world and a lot of bad things that are happening. But really, in the past, there have been things that are far worse than things that are going on now. You know, so I really like history. I think it's a very valuable thing. Yeah, exactly. Welcome back, Tom Bits. I didn't realize you had gone. But yeah, welcome. Got my ice layer again. I want to see if I can fill up 2 layers of sand before it all melts. That's my challenge. Let's see how fast I can go. Did I put speed on this, or did I put health? I put nothing. I should probably put something on it. I have emeralds. I'm getting distracted now. I want to see. I set up this beacon a couple streams ago, and I never used it. Or a couple streams ago. I think it was last stream. Here we go. I'll use this symbol. Let's take a look down here. I'm probably gonna die, but I set my spawn point before the stream started, so I shouldn't run into... Wait, what? Why can't... Okay, there we go. I was like, why isn't that working? Okay, I'm gonna come here to heal. Go away. Gosh darn, go! Move! I really want a trident. Like, I like a bow and everything, but I feel like a trident would be so much easier to use. Because you don't have to have arrows and everything, so that'll save a lot of inventory space. I might have to do that in an episode coming up. Alright. 1 second, gotta have a milkshake break. Delicious. Hello, sir. Please don't shoot me. I always get trident drowns in my world that always try to kill me, but I can never get a trident from them. And I also like sometimes don't attack them off episode because I don't want to get a trident off episode and be like, well, I have a trident now. Like if I got one on stream, I'm fine with that. But if I don't want to do something like that. Because tridents are cool. Oh man, does the beacon not reach over there? Darn. I just realized the music's really quiet. I can't hear it all that well. Well, very cool to hear what all y'all's plans are outside of high school. That prompted a lot of good conversation. Okay. The mobs are spawning now. Because I believe this border is like the outside of the monument. So mobs can't spawn from inside the like border of the monument. But once you get out, they'll spawn. So like that one wall of blocks is spawning them. Which is annoying, but it's not a lot of space, so I think we're fine. Oh no, and the sun's rising. I spent too much time wasting, or I said wasted too much time trying to activate that beacon. And it's not even working because I'm not even close enough to it to get the effect. Fill. Perfect. Well, seeing as that big discussion that we had, y'all, has finished up, do y'all have anything else to talk about, you know? Oh, here we go. This is where all the sand's falling. We can do like one of our little Q&A segments if y'all want. Just prompt more conversation. Whatever y'all want to talk about. Had to get some more milkshake. You know what? Thinking about this, if I get this area over here, I feel like it'll be easier to fill up the rest of that. Because the guardians won't shoot me. It'll kind of like block them off. It'll make it easier to do this. I can't really explain my plan. Y'all will just have to see. Back it up, guys. Back it up. No, I don't want to mess with y'all today. Nope. Please no. Ah, jeez. Missed. That was my last arrow, too. Yeah, so I'm thinking if I do like a wall like this, it'll block them off. And, I guess they will still spawn in here, won't they? Oh well, let's do it anyway. Why not? I just hate dealing with that ice. Chat groups. Maybe a little bit. But yeah, do y'all have any other topics you feel like talking about? This is always the part of the stream, like about halfway through when we finish our main discussion and have to start commenting other things. Nope, this guy's shooting me. I have more news. I told y'all in the last stream, actually I think 2 streams ago, that I finally got around to watching Hamilton on Disney Plus. As of right now, I am, I've watched it twice and I've listened to the soundtrack, like the full soundtrack once. Which I would consider to be watching it 3 times. Because basically the whole movie was playing in my head as I was listening to the soundtrack. So I think I'm addicted to it now. I'm obsessed with Hamilton. Is there a name for Hamilton fans? Like Hamil fans or Hamil stans? Yes, another Hamilton fan? Yeah. Alexia and I had a big chat about it in the last live stream. About our favorite characters and songs and everything. I love it. It's so good. I've been trying to get my family to watch it, but they won't. My sister started watching it, but then she was like, I don't get it. It's too complicated. And then she, like, quit. And I was like, no. And now I have a bunch of Hamilton memes saved on my phone from Instagram that I can't send to anyone. Because, or I could probably send it to some friends at school that watch it, but, like, I don't know anyone at school that would want my memes. So I'm all alone with a collection of Hamilton memes that I don't have anyone to send it to. You basically memorized the whole musical at this point? I haven't memorized it that much, but the songs are constantly stuck in my head now. It's great. It actually helped me to learn how to sing way better. Cool. I can't sing at all, so I can sing in the shower, but I wouldn't say it's good singing. The acoustics in the shower are just too good. I first listened to it in 8th grade and I haven't looked back since. Yeah, 8th grade was about when it got popular for me too. Or like for my grade level. Or my age group. But I had no clue what it was back then. Because I had just moved to a new school and I got there and everybody was talking about this thing called Hamilton. And no one talked about it at my old school. Because I think it had just gotten popular that summer. So I was like, what in the world is Hamilton? And why are all of these people obsessed with it at this school? But now I understand why they were all obsessed with it. I discovered it by accident by clicking on an animatic of one of the songs. I think the first time I figured out what it was, like, officially, was by watching a Warriors map. I think it's the Aaron Burser one. If my Warriors fans in the chat know what I'm talking about. And then I did some research and I was like, oh, it's a musical. It's by that Lin-Manuel Miranda dude. I know him. Not personally, but I know of him. Did it? I don't know. There's not enough Warriors fans to answer this in the chat, but I was gonna say, I believe Lin-Manuel Miranda wrote a song before with like Weird Al Yankovic that mentions Warriors in it, and like all of the Hamilton Warriors fans went crazy. Of course, I still didn't understand it at that point, but it's funny. You'd probably like In the Heights. I probably would, because to be honest, you know the In the Heights movie that they announced? When I saw the trailer for it, I didn't realize it was made by Lin. But I liked the look of the trailer. And so I didn't realize it was a musical until after I watched Hamilton. I was like, oh, well, I'd actually like to watch the movie and the musical now. That seems interesting. So I'm not much of a musical person, like a theater person. But I did really enjoy Hamilton. So now I'm kind of interested to get into some other musicals. At least that one, because it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. I was doing a major history project. And I was listening to the entire soundtrack in one sitting while doing the project. That's cool. Yeah, the other day I was working on some chalkboard art, and I just turned it on while I was working, and it was great. Non-Stop is such a good animatic. That's the I watched a bunch of Warriors Hamilton maps the other day, and I can't remember. Did I watch that one? I might not have. I know I watched Wait For It. I watched Aaron Burser. I think I may have watched that one. I'll have to watch it. Yeah, Hamilton was the one musical that really made me want to listen to more. You know, I love musicals. Awesome. Like, it was so weird to me, though, because I'm not, like, a huge musical person. So, like, I didn't realize when my first viewing of it that the whole thing was in song. Or at least, like, 99% of it was song. And I was like, oh, because when I thought it was gonna be like a movie musical where there's like songs and then dialogue scenes and then another musical number and stuff like that, but the whole thing was in song. But like they changed, like, although the majority of the musicals in rap, they kind of changed the genre of music throughout the play, so it's kind of nice. It's not rap the whole time, so you kind of get a break from it. Then go something else, and then come back to it, and it's like, I'm ready for some more rap. This is awesome. I recommend Zitsua. She has some good animatics for it. I'll have to check that out. I'm not one to watch a lot of animatics. I'll watch some Warriors ones here and there. Maybe I should get into it more, though. So, we were talking about it the other day it was a couple weeks ago. In our last stream we were talking about it, but we didn't have a lot of people watching then. So, I want to bring up this question again. What is y'all's favorite Hamilton song? Mine, after all the viewings I've had of it, I feel like mine might be Wait For It. Either that or Satisfied. I really like Satisfied, it's cool. Especially with all the visuals, because how it makes it look like everybody's rewinding around. Gosh, what I forget her name? Angelica. It was really cool. Non-Stop. Yeah, Non-Stop's good too. Any song with Burr, I found that I really liked. Because the guy that plays Burr is really good. I can't remember his name. Odom Leslie Jr., I think. I think that's his name. I might be right, maybe. Willow. I've never actually watched or listen to Hamilton. Well, you should. If you have Disney Plus, give it a watch. Or you can just listen to the soundtrack. And welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't know if you just now joined or not, but this is the first time I see you chatting, so welcome. Non-stop or wait for it. And you love non-stop, just quiet uptown. Who lives, who dies, who tells your story? Yeah. It is really hard to choose them. Because, like, there's a couple that I don't like. But, like, everything else is like, I really love this one, though. Some of the early ones I'm not a huge fan of. Like, I don't know. Some of the ones where it's just setting it up. Like, I'm trying to think. I don't know. I'm trying to think of one I don't like now, and now it's hard to think of one because I like so many of them. It's just a good one. It's quiet. Uptown always makes me cry. Oh, it's so emotional. I don't cry. I don't cry during it, but it's always like, oof. Hits you in the feels. I'm like, oh man. I still don't think that Hamilton deserves Eliza. I was, my first viewing, I was shocked that she forgave him. I was like, what? Like, good for you for being able to forgive him. But like, I don't know. It's like, hey, stop it. Go away. I don't have any arrows. Dang it. I was gonna go to bed. But I was like, man. That's not something you can forgive someone for that easily. You cry to Burden a lot. I don't like the Story of Tonight songs that much. Yeah, me neither. Like, I don't hate them. It's not like, oh, this song again. But it's like not one that I'm like pumped when it comes on. Like songs like Satisfied, Wait for It, stuff like that. Those are songs that I'm always like, oh yeah, I love this one. The cabinet battles. Oh, I love the cabinet battles. They're so fun. But yeah, like it's not one that I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. It's just like I'll listen to it, I guess. I really love how much variety there is throughout the whole thing. Yeah, because you get rap. You get some that I don't know really how to classify them. There's some that kind of sound more like pop, but not like pop. I don't know. Like Wait for It, I feel like it's not necessarily rap. I don't know really what to call it. I would say pop, but at the same time, I don't know. It's kind of its own thing. Yeah, I don't know. Alright, well with that, second question, what's y'all's favorite character? Or who's y'all's favorite character? Mine is either Washington or Eliza. I feel like, cause it's hard, because I love different characters for different reasons. Like Jefferson, I love him just because he's a fun character. Like I love Daveed Diggs as Jefferson. He's always fun to watch. But like, I obviously don't like Jefferson as a character because he's not nice, and I definitely don't like Jefferson as a person in real life. And then same goes for like Burr. I love Burr because he's such an interesting foil to Hamilton, and he has some of the best songs. But again, like, it's not like I'm rooting for him the whole time. The play does a really good job at making you sympathetic for him, but at no point was I ever like, I want Burr to be president. I was just like, man, must be rough for Burr. Warriors Kitty LPS Beanie Boo. Welcome. That's a long name. But yeah, welcome. Philip. Philip gets one song, or I guess two if you count his little poem at the beginning, and then, spoiler alert, bites the bullet. How can it be Philip? He's hardly in it. Like John Lawrence? Sure, but Philip? Angelica has such an amazing voice. Yeah, I like her songs too. I mean, she really doesn't get her own. I think "Satisfied" is her only solo song. If I believe. Everything else is either with Eliza or Hamilton or something like that. But I really like her songs. And then, of course, we can't not love Jonathan Groff and King George III. Obviously, he's not my favorite, just because he's literally just the comic relief character. But, yeah, I still love him. Spit and all. Why, thank you. It is a long name, lol. Not a bad name, just a long name. I was reading it and I'm like, oh gosh. You must listen to Congratulations, which is a song that was removed? Really? Was it sung by Angelica? I haven't listened to the cut songs. I'm aware that they exist, I just haven't checked them out yet. What's your favorite? Ooh, I'm gonna have to listen to it then. What is my favorite Warriors Cats character? Warriors Kitty? Probably Adderheart. Because he's me. He's a little ball of anxiety. And he just wants the best for everyone, and I love him. After him would probably be Jay Feather or Firestar though. Probably leaning more towards Jay Feather. Angelica roasting Hamilton, that's what it is? I want to listen to it now. But yeah, I would say Eliza is probably my favorite, just like as a character. Because she's like the only good one. Like the only like perfect wholesome character. Alderheart. Oh, I always pronounce his name Adderheart. I know it's Alderheart, but I don't know. I always don't say the L for some reason, which is confusing because then adders are snakes, which is a valid warrior's name. So yeah, I apologize. Alderheart. Should really be like, I'm not here for you. Yep. Man, I kind of... One thing I don't like about Hamilton is it really makes you hate Lin-Manuel Miranda. Because I'm like, how can you make me hate Lin-Manuel Miranda? Because he's such a cool person. But like, he makes it to where you want to hate Hamilton. And I'm like, but it's Lin-Manuel Miranda. Like, he's one of the coolest guys in Hollywood. You're making me hate on him. But he does really good in the role, I think. Delicious. I keep having this milkshake, it's so good. It's literally just a Sonic milkshake, but I'm simple like that. And now I hear that Hamilton is going to get a theatrical release whenever... I don't remember when. Whenever it's safe, I guess. And now I kind of want to go see it in theaters just because. Just because. I'm like, take my money. I must see it in theater. I want to take people with me to go see it in theater, though. Because no one else will watch it with me on Disney+. So, I can force them to go to the theater with me to see it. You're too young to see Hamilton? Yeah, I wouldn't... I would say that you would have to... need to be a bit older to watch it. Yeah, you can look forward to it as a beacon of light in your future. That is true, Alexia. Yeah, I'm surprised though, because my brother, Cruz, he's 9, and his best friend has seen Hamilton. And he was like, can I watch it with you? And I'm like, I don't think so. It's kind of not appropriate for someone your age. And he's like, but Hudson's seen it. I was hesitant to say his name at first, but obviously it doesn't reveal too much. But he was like, but he's seen it. And I'm like, he's seen it? And he's like, yeah. And I'm like, I don't think I would have let him see it. But oh well. You're supposed to go see it live in April, but never got to see it. It never got to happen. That stinks. Well, at least by seeing the one on Disney Plus, or I don't know if you've seen the one on Disney Plus, but at least on that one you get the original cast. So, what am I making? Right now, I am currently trying to drain the ocean monument in my Minecats world. This world's like a Minecraft survival world that that's kind of like themed around cats. And I'm currently filling it all up with sand so that way the water goes away. And so that I can convert this monument into a guardian farm, which will get me resources to build more like underwater builds. But I'm going to design the farm to look like Atlantis, except in my world I'm going to be calling it the Lost City of Catlantis, because puns. So yeah. So yeah, right now I'm not doing any interesting building. It's just the grindy work to prepare for the farm, but it's fun. Robo Puffin, joining random streams for leisure? Well, welcome. Hopefully we can provide some entertainment for you. We're just playing in my Minecraft survival world, and I'm currently clearing out some water where my guardian farm's gonna go. So yeah, we're just chatting while we do it, talking about Hamilton and other things. So hope you enjoy your stay. Gotta love the grinds that comes before big builds. You know it. I love grinds. Grindy projects. It's so much fun. I'll either do it on stream. I like doing it on stream more because I can chat with y'all. But if it's something like mining, which I feel like y'all don't want to see me do, I usually do it while listening to like YouTube videos or podcasts. Or watching Netflix. Nice. What farm methods are you going to be using? I don't know yet. At first I was considering the one that Cubfan did in Hermitcraft Season 6. But I believe that there have been some like better farms designed since then. So I really haven't checked it out. Right now I'm just worried about clearing out the space for it. So I'll be figuring that out once this is done. It's not really on my at the top of my list of stuff to do right now. If you have any that you recommend, let me know. That are good in 1.16. Right now I'm playing in 1.15, only because I'm waiting for 1.16.2 to release, which from the sound of it, I think it's releasing next week. So hopefully it releases, and then I'm hoping Optifine comes out for it, and Replay Mod. I'm mainly hoping Replay Mod comes out for it, because that's what I like doing for my videos. Impulse SVs and Hermitcraft 7 might be an option. I can't remember which one he did. I watch Impulse, but I don't remember what farm. I'll have to check it out. Oh, do you watch Hermitcraft? Cool, me too. Yeah, I watch Hermitcraft. I love Hermitcraft. They're great. Their builds are so cool. And also, another SMP I watch is Legacy. The members on it don't upload as frequently as the members of Hermitcraft do, but I would honestly say, hot take, that their builds are better than some of the Hermitcraft builds. It's got people like Gemini Tay, who I really like her builds. There's Fwip, Logical Geek Boy, Mythical Sausage. That's just to name a few. There's loads of others. I recommend that y'all go check them out. But yeah, I still love Hermitcraft as well. You're doing good? Well, thank you. Then I want to wait on the Guardian farm? Why is that? Is there something in 1.16.2 that changes? Or 1.16? I'm sure it won't take long. I'm sure by the time I finish this, 1.16 will already be out. And I'll be able to do it. I don't know. I still don't have the resources for like the redstone resources. Because right now, back at Minecats, like my main base, I'm working on a bunch of farms. Which I can't go to right now because there's spoilers for the next episode. Unless y'all don't care about spoilers, but I mean, next episode's kind of a big episode, so like, I don't know if I want to show y'all. Nether resets, so a portal farm won't work. Oh, did he do a portal farm? Yeah. Might have to do a portal farm. Because those are more efficient, aren't they? Because it makes spawn rates, like, clears the mob cap, I guess, quicker. I'm your favorite YouTuber? Aw, well, thank you. I try to make entertaining videos. So, I'm glad that they're entertaining for you. Yeah, another farm would be cool. I'd love to have a bunch of nether farms around my world that connect up to, my nether hub in the future. I have plans for another hub. I'm not going to reveal it yet because it's going to spoil some future roleplays. Because what I do with this series is it's a survival, but I have like roleplays that I do in it that prompt what I'm building next. Most of the time. Some things I just want to build like just because. Like last episode I built a big cat statue just because. But yeah, it will prompt it more in the future. Yeah, spawn rates are through the roof. I'll have to do that then. The only problem with using portal farms is I don't want it to be... It's going to be difficult to try to figure out how to do it without... Because, of course, I'm going to need a portal that will let me get into... I'm going to need a portal that'll get me here so I can actually do my AFKing while I'm here. I don't know. Wait, with the one that Impulse did, is it... Can he use it for XP as well? Because I was wanting to design one that I could use for both resources and XP. If not, though, I could always just do a Enderman farm instead. Because I believe that might give me more XP. I don't know. I'm not a technical player. I just watch the tutorials and do what they say. Dude, don't you dare. You dared. How dare you. Man, I think I'm only gonna get this one quadrant done. I wasn't planning on doing a super long live stream today. Maybe for another hour. I don't know, that's about the normal length. I'm expecting to do a short one, but I've actually been having a lot of fun in today's live stream, so I might actually extend it a little bit. If y'all continue to watch, that is. This is a good milkshake. Let me tell y'all. A good Sonic milkshake. Alrighty. Dude, stop. You're being annoying. Mr. Guardian Man. Alright. Sorry I'm kind of quiet, focusing on doing this. If y'all have any questions or stuff you'd like to ask, go ahead. Whenever we're kind of in a quiet part of the stream, I usually start asking for Q&A questions just to prompt conversation. I'm also being quiet because I'm drinking this milkshake that's really good. Alright. Let me clear this. And then we are like a third of the way of finishing a quarter of the perimeter. Yay. A lot of people hate cats, and I do not get that. They are cute, loving. If you have, or if you are alone, a cat will be there. If I see someone hurting a cat, I will, wait, oh, hurting, I thought you said hurting. You'll kill them, JK, will not kill them, LOL. Yeah, I mean, I get, not everybody's a cat person. Cats aren't like dogs where they're social all the time. But I love them. They're adorable. And if they don't want to be social like my cat, I force her to be social. She hates it. My cat always claws me and stuff whenever she doesn't want to hang out, but she's sweet. I wouldn't say I love cats, but they may also be because, that also might be because you're allergic and only have met mean cats. Not all cats are mean. Cats are, I mean, like, if some cats have as much personality as dogs have. So, like, obviously not all dogs are mean. You get, like, the and we're back. back. Okay, that was weird. I don't know if y'all saw that on screen. But yeah. You know, not everyone may like cats, and that's okay. I'm just gonna keep loving them anyway. Because cats are awesome. Who's your favorite hermit? Mine is Ijebin. It changes all the time. It really just depends on who, like, what they're working on at the time, and kind of like what their videos are like. Right now, I would probably say Scar. Good times with Scar. I think he's just such a cool builder. I get a lot of ideas from his builds. And he's a cat person like me, so love it. Yeah, at one point it was Mumbo, at one point it was Green, at one point it was Escal. Like, I still love all of them. Like, all the hermits are really awesome. It's just, I would say Scar's videos are the ones that I look forward to the most right now. And I watch most of them. The only ones I don't watch are, let me think. I don't watch TFC. Although I should probably give him a try again, because the reason I haven't watched him is because his videos have been, like, unwatchable for a long time, just because the quality of them haven't been very good, like, video resolution wise. So I should probably give him another chance, because I believe he got a new computer, which makes his videos better. But I don't watch him. I don't watch Jevin. I don't know why. His videos haven't interested me. I don't watch XB, Hypno, and I believe there's one more, but I can't think of who it is. That might be all. I think for me it's Tango right now. Tango's videos have, like, I don't know. I feel like they've just gotten a lot more entertaining this season. Because I remember last season, I've only watched Hermitcraft since last season, because Grian introduced me to the series. But last season, I remember watching Tango's videos, and every once in a while he'd have a fun video. But I was like, you know, I don't love him. And this season, like, he's been doing some really cool stuff and some really fun builds. And, like, the way he edits his videos this season have been really fun as well. I don't know if it's just I wasn't paying enough attention to him last season to not like him very much, but, like, I've really been enjoying him this season. You watch TFC out of guilt? What do you mean? Like, you watch him because you feel bad that you don't watch him? Like, don't watch somebody if they're not entertaining. Like, do I have Disney Plus? Yes, and it has basically taken up all my time, all Coronacation. Ever since it came out, I've probably watched more Disney Plus than I have any other streaming service. I watched every Disney movie on it, like animated movie. I watched every Pixar movie, every Marvel movie. I haven't watched every Star Wars movie on it. I mean, because, like, I don't know. Star Wars, to me, like, I like Star Wars, but it's not super rewatchable for me. Like, all the movies. Like, I kind of feel like if I want to sit down and watch Star Wars, I gotta sit down and commit to all of them. And sometimes I really don't want to commit to all of them. Like, I really don't want to sit down and watch Attack of the Clones. I really don't want to watch Rise of Skywalker again. So, I haven't watched that. I have watched a bunch of documentaries on it. The Imagineering story. The one about The Mandalorian, which I did watch The Mandalorian, and I love it. Trying to think what else I've watched on it. Hamilton, obviously, as we were talking about earlier. It's great. I love it. And a lot of people have been complaining that there's, like, nothing to watch on it, but I'm, like, a huge Disney fan, so, like, I don't care. I'll watch The Lion King 5,000 times if I have to, just because I love Disney movies. I can't get enough of them. I think we might run out of sand. I don't know. We're getting down to the last chest. Okay, let's swing over here. Dude, stop it. Don't you have anything better to do than to shoot me? Go swim or something. I don't know. There's nothing you have to guard anymore. I took all your gold and stuff. Did you hear that Mulan is going straight to Disney Plus, but as a $30 rental? Yeah, that's extortion. That is not right. I'm already paying for Disney Plus, so why do I have to pay for it on Disney Plus? Like, that doesn't make any sense. Just put it on VOD. Because if you think about it, for the people that don't have Disney Plus but want to watch the new movie, they will have to buy a Disney Plus subscription plus the actual movie, which is way more money. Because, like, a normal movie ticket for, like, one person would only be, like, I don't know. I honestly haven't never paid for my own movie ticket because my parents always take us to the movies. But, like, they're like, what, $10, I think? Maybe $5? I don't know. Movie tickets aren't expensive when you go to the theater. It's usually the popcorn and stuff that usually is the most amount of money. So all these companies that are putting their movies on VOD, it makes sense for them to raise the price because obviously they're not going to sell as much as they would if it were in theater. So they got to make up for the money they're losing. But then Disney is putting it on Disney Plus. Like, okay, I get that they're losing money, but that's insane. Why would you put it on Disney Plus? I tweeted about it. Was it last night? I think it was 2 nights ago. About how insane that was. I was like, it's not worth it. Like, it's a remake too. If it were like, I don't know. I don't think any movie is worth paying extra for on Disney Plus. But, like, why not just watch the original Mulan? Even if the remake is good, like, I'm sure that the original is going to be considered better by many. Because the new one's a remake. So, like, I'm just going to watch the normal Mulan for free. Or for my normal subscription fee. Exactly. If you're going to make it a rental, at least make it like $10, because that's what it is in a theater. Well, like, I don't care how much they charge for it on VOD. Like, honestly, like, if Soul is probably the movie I'm looking forward to most this year. If Soul ended up going straight to VOD, like, I would consider that worth spending like $30 on to watch it. But having to rent it on a service that you're already paying for doesn't make any sense. It's like, I don't know. It's like having DLC for streaming services. It's like, thanks for buying our streaming service. Now you have to pay for this. Makes no sense. So yeah, I probably won't watch it. I'll wait for it to become free on Disney Plus, probably. It was a movie I was excited for this year. Just because I thought, like, I'm not a huge fan of the remakes, but it was one that is actually really interesting to me. So I was really kind of excited to see it, but if they're charging that much for it, no way am I spending that much on it. I'm really hoping that some of the other releases Disney has planned for this year, or that they had planned for this year, aren't going to be doing that too. Like, I feel like everything else deserves a normal theatrical release. Like, Mulan's a remake, so like, I don't care if it's not in theaters. But things like Soul definitely needs to be in a theater, I think, because, you know, it's an important movie. It's the first Pixar movie with an African-American lead. It's an animated movie, and so I hate... There's a lot of people that believe animated movies are, like, I don't know, there's a lot of animated people haters out there that think animation is just for kids, and so I feel like Soul is going to be a really serious movie. Not that it's like dark and serious the whole time, but like Pete Docter's movies are typically pretty, there's not like a specific audience in mind. They're really for anybody, which is really what all Pixar movies are for. But I feel like if it goes straight to VOD, people are gonna continue to have the stigma on animated movies that they're just for kids and they don't belong in theaters. So yeah, that one deserves a theatrical release. Black Widow deserves a theatrical release because it's Black Widow. And I don't know many of the others. What else did Disney have? They moved Raya and the Last Dragon back to next year. But I would say that one needs a theatrical release too. I wanted a trailer for Raya and the Last Dragon. I really want to see what it's going to look like. They released a poster not long ago where they gave us our first look at Raya, like actually rendered and everything like that. Not like the concept art that they showed us at D23. And it looks cool. She looks really cool. So I'm ready for the trailer. I don't know why they haven't released it yet, because it would have come out December, which means they probably would have released it about now. And now it's getting moved back to like March, I think. Which fine, maybe 3 more months, but I would like to see it now, personally. I don't know. What movies were y'all looking forward to most this year that you won't get to see in theaters because they're getting pushed back or whatever? Did y'all have any that you were really looking forward to that aren't going to be out for a while now? While I wait for a response, I had to get more milkshake. Because I know Soul was my movie for the year. It was like the one I was pumped for the most. Because, I don't know, it might be Pete Docter's last for a while at Pixar. Because he's taken over for John Lasseter. When Lasseter was asked to leave. And so now he's the head of Pixar, so I don't know if he'll have much time to direct a movie now. Just like how Jennifer Lee probably won't be writing for a movie for a while at Disney Animation. Which, if y'all are looking for something good to watch on Disney Plus, check out Into the Unknown, which is a documentary on how they made Frozen 2, and it's really interesting. It gives you a look at like all the aspects of how they make the movie. They talk to the animators, the voice actors, the writers, and it's not like today we're going to look at this part. It's like a chronological documentary. Like, it goes throughout the whole studio, throughout the whole making of the film, like documenting the whole process, or not the whole process, but like most of the production of the film. And I thought it was really interesting. It gives me a bigger appreciation for the people that make animated movies, because it's not an easy task. It is rough. Another movie I was really looking forward to was the the Wonder Woman movie, the sequel, because I don't keep up with a lot of the DC movies. I watch a lot of the DC shows, like on the CW, like Flash and Arrow and Supergirl and stuff. But I don't really keep up with the movies, except Wonder Woman was the first DC movie that I saw, and I loved it. And so I was really excited for the new one they're coming out with, and now it's delayed too. So I was sad. You were looking forward to A Quiet Place 2 and In the Heights? I've never seen the first Quiet Place. I might have to give that a watch. You can confirm animation isn't easy? Yeah. Like I've been asked before, like, oh, why don't you animate or whatever? And I'm like, I like drawing, but if I had to animate, I would die. Like, I don't envy the job of a bunch of animators. I think it's awesome what they do. I will advocate for animators all the time because I love watching animated movies. But I could never animate. I would freak out. It's such a tedious process, and even doing it with like computer animation, it looks insane. Like traditional animation is even harder. Like how they made Snow White and all those movies, like people don't give animators as much credit as they deserve. I would say they're even more talented than some like normal artists. Like Da Vinci, please. This guy couldn't do what all these animators can do. Animating the same thing over and over, frame by frame. It is insane. Rude. Did you just laser me? Again. I don't know what happened to the music. I need to check real quick. One sec. There we go. Guess it ended. I'm just playing it off of a YouTube video because I didn't want to play it through the game. Because the music only comes on every so often when you're in the game. And so I just like turning on the Minecraft soundtrack, like, on YouTube, so it just plays endlessly. Dude! Why? Stop, you're mean. No. Grrr. Grrr. These guys are being annoying. Put my boots back on. I'll deal with the ice if it means these guys will stop shooting me in the face. Shoot. Well, doesn't look like the boots are helping at all. I'm just gonna take them back off. I don't think we're gonna have enough sands. I think we're just short a little bit. But what I could do is I could just take some of the sand from over there where it's already filled up and just move it over. Because that all should be dry now. Stop it! Rude! Do y'all have any more questions? Anything else y'all feel like chatting about? be happy to discuss something else after I go to bed. So I don't want phantoms spawning. Earlier today, I saw like a tweet from, was it Scar or Mumbo? It might have been both. But they tweeted that they, like, regretted voting for the Phantoms at Minecon a few years ago because they said it was, like, torture having to deal with them. And I'm like, I don't think so. I'm like, I go to bed all the time. I only have to deal with them every once in a while when I've been, like, caving for a long time. And I don't know how many days have gone by. Or when I'm doing something like this, and I'm really not trying to go to sleep. Like, to me, phantoms are easy to deal with. I don't know. Maybe on multiplayer servers that are harder. I've not played on many multiplayer servers. Especially not any that are extremely active. Because the Everything Challenge SMP kind of fell into inactivity. It was really just Elixia and I that played on it, and so that series ended. And Spellbound was a bit more active for a while, but it was modded, and I just wasn't enjoying the modded stuff, so... I forget phantoms even exist. Yeah, me too. I don't remember them until I get attacked by one. And, like, they're easy to shoot down. If you got a bow or a trident, I feel. You missed the Everything Challenge? Me too. I wish people had done more collaborations on it. Like, it would have been such a cool series because there were a lot of cool people on the world. But it was like you and I were the only two members that did anything. Everybody else was just, like, not active. And I was like, why did you sign on to play a multiplayer server if you are not going to play it? It doesn't make it fun for anybody else because then we're all lonely, you know? I think it would be so fun to start a server someday with a bunch of people like Hermitcraft or Legacy SMP. Because the stuff they do on those servers are so cool. But, yeah, the problem is with a lot of, like, smaller YouTubers, a lot just won't tell you if they're uploading. They just kind of, like, don't do anything. And it's hard to get motivated to play on a multiplayer server when there's nobody else on it. Like, when no one else is doing it, it's like, well, why am I spending my time doing this when I could just play in a single-player world? Which is why I kind of went back to just playing Minecats after a while. Because no one was on. But yeah, that SMP was fun while it lasted at first. And then Spellbound was really fun too. I just couldn't make very good videos on it because my other computer just wasn't very good with running that many mods. Sometimes I get the urge to set up something like that, but it's so much work. It is, because you either have to get a Realms, which isn't always the most stable, or you have to go through a server provider, which sometimes can get pricey. And also, if the server's not working, then you have to contact them, and who knows when they'll respond, so... yeah. Who knows? At least we've got the realm that you, Chloe, and I are invited to, Alexia. We can have a little fun on there, which I haven't done much on. I need to go back. I've just been so busy in my Minecats world that, like, I don't know. I don't have very much stuff on the realm, so like there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people that say like that they enjoy the early game of Minecraft more than the end game because it's fun to level up to get diamonds. But you know what? I am not that kind of person. I hate trying to get good armor and stuff. Hate trying to get on the elytra. Like, I want to get to the end game as fast as possible because that's where it's most fun for me. You know. The people that are just like, oh, I'm going to take my time. I don't need diamond armor just yet. I'm like, no. I need it. I need it now. Although I don't wear my armor very much because, I don't know. I'm not someone that, like, it wears armor unless I'm adventuring. If I'm adventuring or if I'm, like, battling something or someone, like, then I'll put on my armor. But if not, I just like wearing my skin. Armor covers it up too much. True, the realm is fun. Yeah. I need to get back on, get some work done on there. I was gonna build a cave base, like my house in like a cave, and I was gonna make my own cave. To where it looks like a big gaping mouth of the cave that like I would live in. And I started to make it, and then I just kind of abandoned it. So if anybody sees that really ugly mound in the world, I apologize. I think what I'm gonna do at this stream, I think I'm just gonna finish up this quadrant of the perimeter, and then I think I'm gonna call it quits for today, everybody. Because this can get pretty boring pretty quickly. And I like the boring stuff in Minecraft, but on stream, you know, it can get boring for y'all, so. Yep. I wish I could have Minecats on a realm again, because that's how Minecats started out. It was a realm that I had with my friends, and it was fun because we played together, but then, of course, like any server, it ended up to where it was just me and the Mining Ocelot that would play on it. And then eventually it was to the point where it was just I would play on it, no one else, because some of my friends kind of grew out of, we kind of burnt out on playing Minecraft, so I just stopped paying for the realm. And haven't had people on it since, except for Red Wolf, obviously. Cruz. But he doesn't really like playing in my world, he just likes just showing up in videos. So I don't usually hang out with him unless it's for a video. I still remember when there was nothing on the map and it was just a blank canvas with torches and so much potential. I was not there for that spot. There's so many cool builds on the realm that I have no clue who's built them. Like there's that that cherry blossom tree area. It looks so cool. Like it's a really small area, but it looks cool. Dudes, stop shooting me. I know I've asked you a million times, but you still haven't stopped. Yeah, playing Minecraft with other people is fun, but it's hard to get people that will play it all the time with you. Because people are busy too. It's hard to get people together when schedules are so busy. I believe that's all my torches, or not torches, all my sand. Might just have to start reusing some. There. Nope. Nothing. Do I have torches? I can dig out the sand. Reuse it. Let's see. Alright, so let's see if I can dig down. Might need my rockets. Oh, not this though. Okay, so then if I just go like, oh, dang it, like that. There, I can just keep doing this across. I need to make a staircase though, because I don't want to dig out into the water. I need to make sure that I stop before I reach the exterior wall. This is so satisfying. Placing and digging sand is like one of the most satisfying things in Minecraft. Because the sound of it is just like, ah, so good. Just smash, 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 smash. I love it. Okay, so I need to end this here. So there, and then here. Then we just go across. Oh. Oh, this is underneath. I forgot we have to... Do we have to empty underneath the monument? I guess we do if we want to make it to where there's like no water whatsoever for a build. Darn it. That's going to take so much effort to clear out underneath. Ah, gross. I have more work cut out for me than I thought. Oh well, I like the work. Any other questions or topics of conversation y'all have in mind? Y'all are always good at getting conversations started. Except for when it comes to food. Y'all always want me to talk about food for some reason. We're reaching the end. Bingo. And then how much of this can I dig before it gets to the water? There we go. That's all. Okay. I think this should do us on sand. You're hungry? Go get some food in that case. Oh, that didn't work. Ooh, I want to get like a bird's eye view of this when I'm done. Kind of want a nice grilled cheese. A grilled cheese would be good. I've been on a pizza kick lately. I've been eating like frozen pizza, ordering pizza. Everything with pizza. I've had it like I think like 5 times this week. Maybe 4. 5 seems excessive. I don't really have any questions. I'm just vibing here while animating. I'm mentally preparing for an anarchy server I'm going to be on. Oh geez, I can't do an anarchy server. I just want to play on a peaceful server, you know? Not peaceful as in no mobs, but like peaceful as in everyone gets along, everyone's just building, having a great time, stuff like that. I am a peaceful person, not a crazy person. I don't like crazy stuff. Ah, jeez. Stop shooting me, dude. What are you animating, Willow? Anything interesting? Anything Warriors related, I guess? Always like to hear what people are animating. Dude, stop it. Like, you're not even hurting that much anymore. It's just annoying. The knockback part of their lasers are probably what's most annoying. Like, sure, you lose health, but I hate how it just knocks you back all the time. It's frustrating. Dudes. Just an animation meme with, like, every single one of your OCs in it. Cool. Yeah, no, I will stick to drawing. Not an animator in the slightest. Do you watch Warriors Cats maps or do I watch Warriors Cats maps and animations? Occasionally. I'm not one that's like always looking for the newest map, but if I hear one's good on like Twitter or something, then I'll check it out. Or sometimes I just get bored and look them up. So yeah, I would say my favorites right now are Five Giants is my all-time favorite. I think it's like the coolest map that the Warriors community has ever done. So Five Giants. What's the one that's about soul? Is it like everything moves or something like that? I really like that one. I think it's cool. It's got some really good animating in it. And then another one that I like is, it's one about Needletail. Geez, there's a bunch of Needletail maps. I can't remember which one this one's called. It's like, it's got like a pirate song in the background, like about Wendy and Peter Pan and Captain Hook. I don't remember what it is. Y'all probably know more than I do. But I really like that one as well, because it's different, like stylistically from the others. Cause it's like all to like one minimal color palette, and it's really cool. Everything moves so left is so awesome. Yeah, there's some shots in that one where it's just like I see it and I'm like, ooh, chills, because it's animated so good. Like that, like there's one transition in it where it's just so smooth. I can't even describe it. It's like one right before he's in, I think, like a tree with Black Star, I believe. Unravel? It's not Unravel. It's a different one. Because I know Unravel's a really popular one. But it's some other one. I think it's a lesser known one. I'll have to look it up. 1 second. It's, let me look it up. Needletail map. Needletail Duology is what it's called. It's a pretty cool one, I think. It's kind of like, I'm trying to think on how to describe it. It's almost like it's on like a reel, like an animation reel, I think. It's kind of cool. But yeah, and then I like a bunch of other ones, but I would say those are my top 3. You know that one? Yeah, I like that one. I don't know why I like it. I just think it's really well done. It's really cool. Come on, Sand. I really want to finish this up. I got some yearbook stuff to work on. I'm so close to being done, too. It's just I can only place sand so fast. At least the Guardians have kind of slowed down. Like how many of them are shooting me all the time. That's nice. Maybe if I go like this, like back and forth, it'll be faster. I don't know. I might be crazy, but... Since I named my favorite Warriors maps, what are yours, Miss Lily? Do I know the Joanna Tawny Pelt map? Don't. I have to look it up. Not right now, of course. I'm streaming, but I will check it out after I stream. I am 8 and I see blood, and if I see blood, I am not scared. Yeah, that's kind of a... I mean, I think it should be... Just, blood is just what's in our bodies or whatever, but I feel like it is a little unfortunate that we're so desensitized to it as media, you know? Because stuff is so violent nowadays. But what can you do? Get more sand, that's what you can do. Hey, dude! Get out! I'm gonna mine some sand here. Hey! Where are these guys coming from? I used to feel faint when I saw blood, but kind of had to get used to it. Yeah, I mean, it's just in so many things now, like movies and shows and stuff. And books, even. Yeah, even though you can't really see it in books, but, you know. It's just interesting. Wait, I zoned out. How did we get to blood? Warrior Kitty LPS says that they, don't get scared when they see blood. I believe it was because we were talking about Warriors maps and, there's typically blood in some of those. Because Warriors is violent. I should see that Tawny Pelt map. Will do. I'll look it up later. One thing that is interesting is how accustomed we have become to just casually being in the middle of a pandemic. Yeah, it's just like, wow, thousands of people are dying a day. That stinks. It's like everybody's so chill. I mean, but you kind of have to be, because you really can't deal with it properly unless you are prepared, you know, both like physically and emotionally to deal with it, because you gotta sacrifice some normal everyday activities in order to stay safe. But, like, obviously some people are coping much better than others. Like, I myself, like, I don't care. Because I'm introverted most of the time. Like, yeah, I'd prefer to go back to school and hang out with people. Since I've been at home doing nothing for months now. But also, it's not, like, hard for me to be at home. Yeah, we just casually go on with our day, just wearing masks now and using hand sanitizer more. Yeah. Whoa, Zers. What was that? Excuse me? Where did he come from? Okay. Alright, guess, creepers are spawning now. That's fine, I guess. Huh. I did not see him there. I didn't even hear him. My mental health doesn't really want to deal with actually realization of how many people have died or loved ones. Yeah, it's sad. But, like, I don't know. I mean, it's sad to hear people dying, but listening to, like, the numbers of people that are dying every day, it makes you wonder, like, just because, like, where I am, like, people are getting it, but I really haven't known anybody who's passed away from it, personally. So, like, I don't know. I kind of wonder if, like, because you don't really get context, right? Whenever you hear about the number of deaths. Like, did they die from corona, or did they happen to die with, like, while having corona? And it's like, were they, you know, were they homeless or whatever, and so they weren't able to seek the medical attention that they should have? Or is it because they couldn't afford to get tested? You know, there's a lot of stuff that's like, you gotta think about. And I feel like one thing that's pretty bad is, like, media, almost out of necessity, has to focus on the negatives with, in the case of corona. I feel like the news is typically a bit more negative than it should be. But with corona, you kind of have to focus on the deaths and stuff, because in order for the scientists that are working on the vaccine to figure out how to cure it, they've got to know how many people are dying from it, but through what causes and stuff like that. And so, I don't know. It's a tricky situation. I'm curious how it's going to be when schools open back up. Creeper? Yeah, it was a creeper. I was attacked. True, you can't really feel the scope of what is actually happening without being unable to function. Yeah. Although it's, like, it's important to keep in mind the people that are suffering from the pandemic, and to, like, you know, in a way respect what's, like, to acknowledge what's going on. You can't just think about that all the time, or else it's not good for mental health. Agreed. Okay. Trying to get as much sand as possible. I just have this chunk left up here, and then I should be done. Sorry, I got quiet for a second. Just focusing on putting these torches down. And what makes me even more sad, or not even more sad, but what also makes me sad is if y'all saw the, oh wait, hold on. My favorite maps are Ready as I'll Ever Be and Man on the Moon. I've seen Ready as I'll Ever Be. I don't know if I've seen Man on the Moon, though. I'm not one that watches a bunch of maps. It's just if one comes across my feed, I'll check it out maybe if I'm feeling like it. Sometimes I just can't watch maps because, like, I don't know. I feel like some maps are just kind of cobbled together. Like, it's gotta feel like, I don't know. I feel like there are some maps where the clips don't flow as well as others. Like, it doesn't feel like it tells the story narratively. And it just kind of shows scenes from the books. Alright. We'll go with that. I'm gonna try to make it back up. You should watch Man on the Moon. It's about Jay Feather walking in other cats' dreams. Interesting. Ah, jeez. You have no idea how scary a map part can be on a map called It's Alright. I saw it was so scary, so much gore, and the AU was so dark. Ugh. I don't like dark and scary things. I like cute and wholesome things. Thank you very much. Oh, no. Don't want to break you. Your phone's at 2%, gotta go? Alright. We'll probably not be here for much longer, so see you later. Hope to see ya in another stream soon. Your phone doesn't die. Oh jeez. Dudes. It's like they're shooting me even more now. They're like, no! You will not fill up our area. Have the spawn rates increased over here? They seem about normal. Dudes. Do not murder. Oh jeez, I didn't realize I was almost dead. Oh gosh. Thought I was gonna die. Luckily I had my elytra. Wait a second. I thought I could get up here. I love the new bees in Minecraft. Me too. I've been breeding them a lot this week. Like, I'll run by, I've been keeping them in, the empty room in disco dressing right now. Because I have nowhere else to put them for the time being. And I've just been breeding them up, and I have so many. I'm like, if I was surrounded by this many bees in real life, I would freak out. But in Minecraft, I'm like, oh, they're so cute. They just buzzing around, getting their pollen from the flowers. So cute. I love them. I feel like Minecraft mobs are just getting cuter and cuter like every update. Because they added the The turtles, which were cute in 1.13. The new cats and pandas in 1.14, which are adorable. Then they added bees. And then they added the floppy-eared piglins, which even though they try to kill you, the floppy ears are so cute. And I like that they added honey. Yeah, honey's nice. It's a nice block. What's one animal that y'all want added to Minecraft? Like a passive animal. Or, I mean, any mob, really. What's something that you would like them to add? Personally, I want more birds. Just as like ambient mobs that can just fly around your world. Oh yeah, striders in boxes. I love striders. Some people say that they're ugly, which they are, but they're like the cute kind of ugly, right? The kind of ugly where it's like, aw, he's hideous, I love him. Like, that's what I think every time I see him. Yeah, foxes are probably my favorite Minecraft mob outside of cats, I would say. Oh, koalas? That'd be cute. I feel like they've been doing like a really good job as of late, like adding mobs to the game that need more attention because they're like endangered species and stuff. I mean, I know pandas are technically not considered endangered anymore, but they were added. Sea turtles, coral, stuff like that. And with what's going on in Australia right now, I heard the koalas are really struggling. That would be really good for them to add. They could add little eucalyptus. It's eucalyptus trees that koalas eat, right? They could eat those. Striders are ugly, but the kind of ugly that's so ugly it's cute. Yeah. And you want frogs too? I would love frogs. I wanted the frogs. I voted for them with the swamp in Minecon, but y'all, as I've ranted before on stream before, obviously we didn't get any frogs. Everyone wanted goats. Why do we have goats when we could have frogs? And mangrove trees and boats with chests. What were y'all thinking? Snowier snow. Bah. Bah humbug. Wait, I don't think bah humbug makes any sense there, but you know what I mean. I'm not happy. I wanted frogs. They could add kangaroos. That could be interesting, yeah. It'd be so cute if, like, you know how, like, sometimes baby striders will ride adult striders in the nether? It'd be kind of cute if you could have it to where you could see, like, a little roo in the pouch of a kangaroo. I think that would be cute. You want koalas to set on fire? Well, the fire is out, if I know correctly, right? I mean, it's winter in Australia right now, so obviously temperatures are a bit better. But I like, while the fires are out, their habitats are gone, so they're struggling. Just so sad. Had to get a milkshake break before I came back in to get more of these guys. Ah, jeez. Oh, there's so many that are still spawning. Go away. Stop shooting me. Do you think Minecraft should make a new biome? Well, they've been doing a pretty good job adding new biomes like every update. You know, they added the glacier biome a little whiles back. They updated the taiga, which was pretty good. I think what they should do before they add more biomes, like I like the idea of more biomes, like blossom trees, like a blossom biome. That'd be cool. I don't know. I can't think of any others off the top of my head. Stuff like that. That'd be cool. But what I think they should do is I think they need to continue updating the biomes. Like what they've been doing with Minecon. Except instead of just doing like one biome a year, I think they just need to have like a biome update. Just pack all of the biomes in one update. And kind of come up with some new stuff for them. Like the swamps, I love the idea of having the mangrove trees in the swamps. And the vultures and the mesa. Meerkats. Wait, was it meerkats that were in? I believe meerkats were supposed to be in Savannah. Or no, or were they desert? It was one of them. And then they're adding termites, which I don't know how I feel about termites, but meerkats would be cool. I'm trying to think of other biomes that could use improvements. The best way to die is dying from old age? I don't know what brought that up, but yeah, I suppose. There's a savanna biome. I don't know how new it is, but it's called the Shattered Savanna Plateau, so it's a cool little biome I discovered. Yeah, that one's been in since like 1.7, I believe. It's an older one. But it is pretty cool. Lions would be cool. I feel like that's one of those things that, I don't know, there's some mobs that don't feel very Minecrafty for Minecraft, but then they always like add them and I'm like, oh no, I was proven wrong, like that is actually pretty Minecrafty. Like pandas, I wouldn't have thought pandas would be in Minecraft, but then they added them and they made it look cool. Dolphins as well. So I really don't put, I trust Minecraft to make some really cool mobs. So I don't know. I don't know why I can't hear that creeper. Since you probably aren't going to do a season 3 of Minecraft Blog Clan, what were you planning to happen in there? I really should make a video on that to explain it. You know, I kind of halfway now. I was gonna have it to where the big bad for the season was the Dark Forest, and that they were gonna show up because obviously we proved in season 2 that the Warriors characters were real in our universe, and because we met Fallen Leaves and Rock, and we went to the I had that episode where I was like I was in the darkest hour having a dream there. So I was going to delve more into that and have it to where the big bads were the Dark Force and we would have to stop them because they're trying to turn all the Blood Clan cats evil. But one, I couldn't find a reason to explain why they would be trying to turn us all against each other. Because obviously in the books they were trying to take over the clans for revenge on everybody, to try and kill everybody that wrongs them in their life, and then also another reason, like another flaw with that story is I didn't know how to explain. The season 3 was going to be the last season of Warriors, regardless of how I ended it, but I didn't know how to explain how, like, why we were turned into cats. Like, I considered, Cake Star and the rest of the authors of Warriors are actually from the Warriors world and they wanted to tell their story, but I was like, that seems weird. And then I was like, oh, it was the clans, they turned us into cats to help them defeat the Dark Forest, but then it was like, well, how did the clans know about us, and why would they have 2 legs help them defeat the Dark Forest? Like, I don't know. I couldn't find a good reason to do it. Because when I started the series, it was just made for fun. And for, it's kind of like, talk about all the Blog Clan members, and have it be like a fun video series for them to watch. But it ended up becoming a bigger thing, obviously. It's like the most popular series on my channel, and yeah, it was just hard to tell the story. Looking at you playing Minecraft is making me want to go in and play with you. Well, this is a single player world, so you can't play with me on here, but you can play Minecraft while watching. That is an option. As much as I would love to make this a multiplayer world and have y'all do some of this grindy work for me. Dudes, stop shooting me. It's not nice. Finished my milkshake. Sad day, but it was delicious. Dude, no. I think there's a bug with Guardians. Because I feel like every time I get shot by a lot of Guardians, my sounds goes crazy. Like, I can't hear when I eat, I can't hear when I place blocks. I just hear the Guardian lasers. Which is weird. I'm so close to finishing. I just have to fill in this little bit. I was going to finish off the stream by filling in the rest of this and then clearing it out. But no. I gotta go soon, so I gotta finish it. I am drawing a redraw of one of the pictures from the Warriors Ultimate Guide. Cool, which picture? Which one? I miss the old artwork. Like, the new artwork's fine, but I liked the old covers and stuff more than the new ones. They kind of gave away what was happening in the books more. The new covers just have a cat on the front, and it's like, okay, well, obviously if you know what cat that is that's on the cover, you kind of get a hint of who's going to be important in that book. But it's also kind of like, doesn't reveal much. Picture of Nightstar. Cool. Nightstar is a character that I always forget was in this series. I'm always like, oh yeah, Nightstar was a character for a couple books. Like, he was kind of a loser, but it was pretty cool. I mean, it was a good. He was part of the first arc, which was a good arc. Not a very interesting character, though. Yeah, just didn't survive very long. Dudes, stop that. Y'all have any last few questions or things you'd like to hear me talk about? Because we won't be going for much longer. Do you know how I can show you my art? You can tweet me on Twitter. The link for that's in the description. I also have a link in the description for my Instagram, which you can tag me in or DM me. Stuff there. And yeah, I would say those are the best ways of doing that. And if you don't have those, then like if you have a divine art thing, you could put the link of it. Ah, dang it! You could put the link of your, or no, it's DeviantArt, isn't it? Put the link of your DeviantArt in the comments. And it'll probably block it, but I should still be able to see it even if it blocks it. Because it considers links in the chat as spam. Jeez. Dude, get out of the way. I'm trying to play some sand. I was like, why isn't that block placing? It's that. I'm going through so many carrots trying to do this build, y'all. It's insane. Stop shooting me! This is where a peaceful beacon could really come in handy, y'all. I've expressed why I want one before. I'm not sure why it's called DeviantArt. Deviant is not a good word. I don't even know what deviant means. Or is it deviant or deviant? Jeez. Just have to like placing good. There's so many. They're all spawning in this little section. Guys, go spawn in the rest of the monument. If this many guardians spawn in that area, and we have all this room left, can y'all imagine how hard it's going to be to get the last square of sands placed? Like, this is just the first square that we're working on today. It's going to be insane. Stop it. No. Knew that was gonna happen. Come on, I wanna finish. Let's see what it looks like so far. Oh, nice, we're making some good progress. Now, eventually, just to show y'all the scale of this project, this whole circle, it's a little bit of a janky circle right now, but this whole circle is supposed to be filled in with it, like it's supposed to be dried out. Which is gonna be insane, but it's gonna be worth it. Stop! Out of my way! Now not only are they shooting me, but they're trying to get in my way. They're like, no, do not place sand right here. It is illegal. You cannot place your sand right here. Well, I will place my sand right here, and you're gonna like it. I want to see what you say about my art before you go. Well, that's gonna take me so long. Yeah, it is. But it'll be a good stream project, just to come on and chill. I like long projects like this. I also have an idea to do a giant perimeter around a witch hut, like how Mumbo Jumbo did in Hermit Craft Season 6, just because I like the idea of having a humongous hole in my world. That's gonna take even longer, but I'm thinking about building some TNT dupers to help me with that. Kind of cheaty, but when you're a student, you don't have much time to play, so. Man, hit the 3-hour mark. This is usually where I like to end things. Alright, well, you know what? I'll leave it here. I might finish off this little quadrant on my own. And we can work on the rest in another stream. I don't know. I may do that. So I think I'm going to end it here, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out in today's live stream. It's been awesome. I don't know when my next one's going to be. With school starting back up next week, I'm probably going to be pretty busy for a while. So, who knows? I guess you'll see whenever I stream. Make sure to turn on the bell down below, and it will notify you whenever I do stream next, so y'all can catch it when we start. Be sure to like this live stream if you liked it, and share it if you are new to the channel. You want to help the channel grow, and then also subscribe if you're new to the channel, so that way you can see some more Minecats episodes. And I believe that's all I have for today. So once again, let's go through everybody that joined me today. We had Miss Lily, Alexia, Warrior Kitty, LPS, Beanie Boo, Willow the Protogen. We had Chloe, or Cement Shoes, Robo Puffin, Kane Martin, and Tom Biss. Is that everyone? Yeah, that was. So we had a big chat today. So yeah, thank you once again, everybody, for coming to hang out. And with that, I guess I will see you all in the next live stream. See you later, guys. Bye! iShard is meowed.